Poop, the button has been pushed. Say hi.
What
Hi.
the buck is up, every pony?
Look at that. That includes the rest of you. Say
Hi.
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 Yeah. You guys sound like, you know how your mom tells you to say hi at like
Of
family
course.
functions.
Hi,
Like,
guys. How's
hi.
it?
Hi, uncle.
Hey.
Hi, obscure uncle number 6.
I mean, we're dealing with demons and undead monsters that can one-shot us, but we refuse to die. So, yeah, we're back, I guess.
All right. Well, Orion, I nominate you for the last time on to Hell and Back.
For the second time in a row, I'm digging it. Last time, on to Hell and Back was a very was a very fancy word that means difficult time for Orion. Voices filled his head, and he continued muttering, gripping at his ears and pressing into his skull to try to block them out. They whispered horrible things to him. And it all seemed to come to a head when we came to a part of the cave that was filled with bloody masks, and there was a chest with a magical piece of paper inside. And for a brief moment, it looked as though Orion was about to cut himself, but instead he tore out in a rage and destroyed the paper, and was about to destroy the masks as well. But a watery whip came out of nowhere and tripped him, and he fell flat on his face. Steady Shoot, being the Antian that he is, offered to comfort Orion by letting him ride on his back, and it seems to be helping. Our storied cleric companion is riding furiously to try to keep up with all the ebbs and flows. We managed to make it all the way through, and we have come upon a village with people who seem to be worse off than the leather wings that we found up on the surface. And we are about to enter that place now.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
And you guys all walk into the cave area, which has opened up into somewhat of a small, at least little underground town that you might see, almost by the looks of it, seemingly excavated out over the course of time. If I go ahead and activate to right here, we'll move to said
Okay,
map.
hold on. I logged in. Here I am.
Hi.
Hi. I'm making sure
Howdy.
I'm here.
Oh, we lost Mr. Silver.
Yeah, he was on his phone, so it's possible that he is now okay, he is now transitioning from phone back to computer.
I hope so.
I pull you to
Otherwise,
the
we'll have
scene.
to let Paolo play his character.
I mean, David's character is already busted enough as it is. This is something Paolo's known for, right? Busting characters.
Oops.
Yeah, it turns out when you write multiple books about a game system, you learn a lot about that game system and how to exploit it.
Orion, I tried to pull you to the scene, but I think I might have accidentally kicked you from the game. Could you refresh?
No, I'm here. I've got my character.
Oh. Okay, I'm just making sure. Like,
Everything is a-okay.
okay, cool. Ray random pull guy. Okay, you're here. We're good. We're good.
See,
We're
here.
good.
Were you talking about David when you talk about the right multiple, or is there something about Paolo I don't know?
Paolo is Nightshine, one who's in
Yes.
our party right now listening.
Yes, I know. I mean,
so-
when you said someone who writes multiple books, are you talking about David?
Yes, I was.
Oh, okay, yeah. This was more or less by accident. David does not try to optimize his characters like that usually.
Usually.
All right. So let me just move this to the side. Make sure I got this. Let's see. Read one thing here that I have down in my notes before we begin. Yeah. So you guys enter this here area. Now, thing about it. One of the first things you do notice is, of course, the fact that there's that graying earth pony that I'd mentioned before. Just breathing on the ground. He looks, for the way he's postured, he seems near death, though there's no bodily harm on his body in any notable form other than what you might, if you consider it bodily harm, lack of color on his coat. And then upon just more the fact that he's on his side, he doesn't seem to have a mark of destiny. What a guy. What a guy.
What a guy indeed.
Orion is not really paying attention, but his sense of smell, I'll say, is a passive perception. What is there anything in this area that would attract Orion by its sense of smell? Something wafting in the air?
seems to be a somewhat of a scent about of something you might assume is living. It's definitely not a familiar scent to the undead that you've just been fighting for the past forever.
All right. In that case, Orion is going to be curled up on Steady Shoot's back.
A tiny thumbtack, pushpin rather, is flittering about, just being his sneaky, stealthy self.
Sneaky, sneaky.
He flutters on over, kind of in the air near you, guard answer. This pony over here just breathes. He breathes. What are you all doing?
Oh. It looks like there's anything immediately dangerous.
Well, I mean, looking about, it doesn't seem like anything is immediately out here to jump at you. What you can notice is that there does seem to be several sources of different lights about. And upon blinking a little bit further, it does seem to be somewhat strange that you can't peer as easily into this darkness as you could have the one in the previous cave. How long does your arcane sight from last time allow you to see?
Last 1 minute level.
Gotcha, so it's probably ended. But yeah, this pony's right over here, just kind of breathing. There seems to be a couple doors that are broken in, allowing small cracks of light through as you walk about.
Okay, well, I'm going to examine this pony on the ground.
You examine him. How are you examining him?
In all the ways? Topically, magically?
So you're going, I'm just asking, you're going up to him, you're turning him about, you're trying to see, like, what's up?
Yep.
Gotcha. You go up to him.
Not touching unless that's
why I'm asking, like, how are you examining him, like, specifically? If you're just looking him over, feel free to give me a perception check. Hi, David.
Welcome back.
Did he come back?
I'm in the voice. I'm not in the game because it doesn't run so good on a tablet, as it turns out.
Oh.
Well, I tried.
Looking him over, you look him kind of over the top, over the side, trying to keep your fair distance, and his eyes seem unmoving. They are blinking. He is breathing. None of his eyes seem clouded over in any sense. He just seems to be devoid of any emotional response from just being looked over, from having somebody near. And of course, like I said, the lack of color in a Mark of Destiny is also a factor of your looking over. Little Spout, just to catch you up a little bit, because you were gone just for a second. You guys entered the cave, and just like I had left off before, there does seem to be an earth pony who is all of those things I just mentioned to Star Dancer, kind of on the ground, breathing, and yeah.
Sorry. There was an earth pony. Hello?
I'm still here, yeah.
I gotta turn you up, David. Your voice is really low.
There was an earth pony.
Mm-hmm. An earth pony.
After that?
There was an earth pony, and it was, like I said, started off last time when we had left off, completely devoid of color and a Mark of Destiny. And Star Dancer seems to be looking him over. He seems to also be devoid of a number of other things, including any sort of emotional response or look upon his face that would say that he even recognized that there is somebody near him.
Alright, so we found a monochrome pony.
Monopony. And there were other monochrome ponies, right? This is not the only one.
This is the one that you could see right here, and then I know Star Dancer up here, she walked up through that crack in the door. You should be able to see what seems to be another one kind of slumped over.
Yeah.
I cannot move my token or even see my token, but I will advance on the pony and I shall spritz them. I shall give them one spritz like they're a naughty cat.
You do so. Whoosh. I'm moving you to where I think you're spritzing. You move there and spritz. Not even a flinch.
Well, I have at least confirmed that they're not a Persian in disguise.
Yeah, this is like a whole underground town here. You said it seemed like it was hewn out of the rock?
Yeah, this itself, if you want to give me a knowledge geography,
Sure, I'll do that.
Yeah, Steady ain't so good at that. So,
Alright, answer.
Steady will let other people identify.
You could ask me 2 questions about this area. DC for that was pretty high.
Yeah. Why does it look different than the other cave?
This one specifically looks as if it was specifically mined out. A lot of the houses are, that you can see with doors are huts, houses, yeah, are kind of like on the side of the rocks themselves, which almost seem to have been mined away, more or less. There's definitely rivets and divots in the walls that kind of suggest that maybe something was mined out of this area and they just kind of expanded on it and then set up these little huts to the side.
How deep does it look like it is?
Deep, as in like how tall is this cavern, or how deep does it look like it goes?
Like, what kinds of rocks would be found deeper, and are there those kinds of rocks around here? Or are they the kind of rocks that are found higher up, or what?
That's a good question. The rocks around you actually seem closer to surface level. The ones that you just came from seem deeper themselves. Almost seems as if you are getting to a more surface level part of this cavern that you've been exploring. A lot of the rocks seem more, silicate than compact.
I will register this as a good thing.
I will need a fortitude save as you start examining this pony and generally being in this area from all of you. With marks of destiny specifically.
Those of us who do not have them, do we still roll?
Do not worry.
Okay.
Alright, well, as I mentioned, I can't actually do the thing, so you're going to have to click me and do the thing.
I shall. What?
Is your computer in the shop? Or
My computer will actually get better in approximately 20 minutes.
okay.
Windows update?
It's a very timely malfunction.
Defenses. I've actually never rolled anything in here.
You've only run Foundry? You don't play Foundry?
I have never played in a Foundry game, hence why I've been advocating for Foundry so I could actually play in one.
So instead of clicking on the defenses and having that whole thing, then clicking on that, you can just click on the fortitude label on the defenses tab on the page to directly roll.
Fortitude save.
I've been slowly moving my games over. It's been happening now.
And even though you only rolled a 2, you still beat the DC.
You have no idea how shocked I am. I mean, seriously, how could this be?
How could this be with your plus 19 bonus? Alright. Let's see.
P.S. This is kind of why PF1 is kind of silly.
Means I need a one from you as well, Steady Shoot.
What do I need? I'm sorry.
A fortitude save.
Oh, that's just good save.
Yeah.
I need a way to boost my save. I probably won't.
Nice. Very briefly, Little Spout among more than most, but those who had rolled the save felt this almost emptying sort of sensation that you just kind of had like made the hairs on the backs of your neck stand up very briefly before it ebbed away. All right here. All right.
Little Spout raises a hoof. So is this the part where we leave? Are we looking for something here?
Well, I mean, we're looking for the exit.
Oh, okay. I am okay with this idea.
I'm pretty sure we also would be well pressed to figure out if there's more hints as to why these ponies are gray.
I mean, yes, finding a cure for this and the ones outside would also be good.
Mm-hmm.
And considering their state here, it's more likely to be somewhere around.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the torches that you're near, Little Spout, don't actually feel like as if they give off any. They just seem to be lit.
Little
Steady
Spout,
shoot.
feeling abstentious, just reaches up and sets one of the torches on fire with her light spell, which actually radiates heat.
You do that, and now you
fixes
feel
it.
heat.
Doot. There you go.
Start answer. I see you're opening a door.
It worked.
Yeah, you open this door into a slightly better cobbled tile floor of this side. This little hut toward the side. As I'd said, they are built on the walls, so the back wall of this little place is still rocky as ever. Some spots seem to have been like hewn into a more softer sort of stone in a way. Though the main attraction here is, of course, the Pegasus that you do see somewhat slumped over the table, breathing just like the other one in a very, very calm but non-responsive way. Along with what seems to be a small bit of bluish mushrooms that seem to be very slightly bioluminescent from what you can see from them right here across the table from them.
See. So I have to cast Detect Magic. Is this the same stuff as the ones outside?
You start casting Detect Magic. In reference to what? Which one's outside?
Before we got sucked into this
Yes,
cavern.
they do seem to be the same type.
Okay.
Now that Orion is active, he looks at the pony who's all drab and gray, and he walks up to him to take a closer look at him.
Orion, you walk up, and notably, his head does turn towards you, and his pupils shrink in a very mild show of almost being scared, is what the expression would show. And it just resumes to be back emotionless and somewhat just devoid again.
Orion's going to do a heal check on him to see if there's any kind of physical ailment bothering him. Oh dear.
He seems rather drab. That is his ailment that seems really specifically afflicting him. But other than that, his heart rate's fine. All of his bodily functions seem to be in order. Except for, obviously, his color.
He's missing his cutie mark. Does he have a scarification on his back hips?
He does not. He has blank flank syndrome.
How old is he? Or rather, how old does he appear?
Judging by your approximation, looks like he's about in his 25s.
What's your name?
And he does not respond.
That's just rude.
I know.
Orion flicks his ear. Are they working?
Or who what?
Orion flicks his ears. Dun dun dun. Are they working?
Your ears are working, yes. Or,
His ears. Patient's ears.
oh.
Sure.
Well, his ears definitely don't flicker back, and he still does not respond.
Is he sitting on something?
He is laying down as if he is collapsed.
Nothing appears to be physically wrong with him. He's just taking it easy. Orion pulls out a beaker and he walks up to the well. Does the well appear to be water?
You go over to the well. Feel free to. How are you checking to see if, what is the contents of the well?
Looking into the well first.
You look into the well. It does seem to be rather wet. There does seem to be water in it.
All right, Orion is going to scoop up some water, and he's going to use his knowledge alchemy, or craft alchemy rather, to find out if it is water.
Okay, let me run back upstairs really quick.
As it turns out, it was actually dihydrogen monoxide. Oh no!
With your roll, you taste the water.
No. Checking my my ability to detect potion.
Yeah. If
So
it, I always assumed that was a very, very light taste testing, but
It's essentially I can hold a potion, and my arcane connection to it is allowing me to determine what's inside.
I will point out, if you do taste test it, that's just a perception check, and anybody could theoretically try that.
ah, okay. Well, you use your arcane knowledge to see what might be up with this water, if anything, and surmise that it is probably not the cleanest water, but certainly nothing that would cause an outright ailment that would be debilitating.
Orion looks to the party. Does anyone have detect disease? I could do it, but it takes a while.
I look over at the person who has all the spells.
Yes. I don't think I actually have that one. What look was it?
Eventually we are bound to find something.
I mean, give me an hour and I could have it.
No good.
Right. Yeah. I think that's about how long it'd probably take him too. So
Orion is holding the beaker up, and he starts kind of pacing back and forth like he's trying to make a decision. And he finally decides to make a decision. He walks up to our gray friend, and he pours the water on top of his head.
Sploosh.
You do that.
No,
Splash.
I already tried that, complains Little Spouse.
And the reaction is the same. He is now just more wet.
I told you.
Is the one inside at the table also missing his brand?
You take a look, and yes, they are also missing their brand. Though of course not in the same way that Orion and Ring Dancer are.
What'd you find in here that's mming? What's worthy?
Another one's missing their brand.
Ryan walks into the doorway and peeks around you. We kind of shuffle past each other in the doorway.
Ryan, you notice the
we
same
pay
thing.
much-
You notice the same thing Star Dancer does with this pony kind of slumped over this table, also devoid of many things. And across from her is a slightly bioluminescent set of blue mushrooms.
Ryan is going to roll knowledge nature to determine what species of mushroom this is.
Go for it.
Or maybe strain. What strain of fungi this is? 33. Knowledge nature.
All right. You start trying to determine what strain of fungi this is, and determine that this is a whispered thing to you.
Oh no, the GM's whisper.
Did I roll high enough to ask questions?
You can ask me one question about this. The name is to know one. As this is not a very common thing.
What effect does this have on the people who consume it? Maybe not even consume it, just around it. What happens if you are around this strain of mushroom for too long?
Well, I'll whisper this to you.
Okay.
Ew. Fancy.
There was a lot of whispering today.
Mm-hmm.
And Orion takes out his alchemist cookbook, and he is scribbling down notes while looking at this mushroom.
His cookbook.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Yep.
And Orion knows exactly what this is, and he's writing all of this down.
Mm-hmm.
And then, almost as if he remembers something very important about this, he stops writing, puts his book on the floor, and then continues writing.
There's a lot of eyebrow raising from Steady, who is not snooping, but is there's a thing.
And then Orion's going to walk up to the Pegasus, and he's going to do another heal check on this one. See if there's a repeating pattern of symptoms in this place. 34 heal check.
This Pegasus exhibits almost the exact same symptoms as the last, with the only difference being that in their mouth they do seem to have very small bits of what seems to be this mushroom, implying they've probably eaten some.
Orion's going to pull out his water skin, and he's going to hold up the Pegasi's head, and he's going to pour the water in there. And he's also going to open up his med kit and take out some swabs and try to wipe the excess fungus off of his gums.
You do that, and he limply accepts your medical attention.
And then Orion is going to take out a dagger, stab the mushroom, and he's going to bring it out into this area right here. Who can set this on fire? No one? Okay. Oh, look, fire.
Not so good about it. Yeah, let's we got a thing here for fire though, I think. So let's do that.
So Orion, using the dagger to stick through the mushroom, he holds it over the torch to burn it.
It does not burn.
Orion wills the mushroom to burn. He stares at it, daring it not to burn.
You do that, but this fire does not burn nor exudes any heat.
All right, okay, we need real fire. This isn't working. Does anyone have a proper torch?
And Ring Dancer just kind of idly looks over toward Little Spout. I mean, if you count her as a torch.
Yeah, that's right. Does she throw fire at things now?
But she kind of gives a shrug.
Explode. I apparently can't do fire.
I mean, I can smash it if that's what you want.
No.
I think it's already been smashed.
Don't touch. Don't touch. This is a very dangerous poisonous mushroom. Be on the lookout for more, though. If you happen to see a blue mushroom... Oh, hang on. Oh, I tried to go through a wall.
Why is there no 0 level spell that does fire?
There isn't
Spark can start a fire.
Yeah, isn't create fire like a cantrip?
Yeah, spark.
Spark?
It's like flint and steel coming out of your hooves. It's really good.
Yeah, but
I cast fireball on the one little tiny mushroom.
I mean, create fire is basically what do? You make a campfire. Oh, okay. And it's not even a campfire. It's like you light a match that you can use to light a campfire.
Not even a match. It's like a single spark, and then you have to do it again and again.
Well, that's what spark is. I'm talking about. I guess it might be from another system, but there's produce flame, which is just like what do? A little torch flame that you just sort of make somewhere by casting it.
All right, Orion takes a look around. His team is not being helpful at all.
I'm working on it.
I don't know. David seems to be busy. He is the one who saw. Little Spout is the easy solution to this problem.
Yes. Little Spout seems to be very preoccupied with making this torch slightly warmer.
There we go. I do in fact have some. I had to figure out where my inventory went. I do in fact have some tinder twigs. Basically match it. Would you like one?
We do have a proper torch over here by Little Spout, right?
Well, she seems to be making it warmer. Also, Star Dancer had held out some tinder twigs to you.
I literally have no torches. I have fire and tinder twigs.
I'm just imagining like Star Dancer holding out like I got tinder twigs, and he's just walking away. Tinder twigs, okay. Like,
alas, we walk up to what's her name? To Little Spout, and we're like, Little Spout, are you here? Little Spout, and all we see are little 404s inside of her eyes.
Oh no.
Little Spout not found. Okay.
Keep her away from the mushrooms, and we'll just get worse. But this torch, directly in front of Dr. Orion, does it appear to be a proper torch? Does it feel like one?
I feel like a Little Spout would say, go ahead and try.
Orion holds the mushroom up to the flame.
While this is a warmer flame, it does also not burn anything.
Orion grits his teeth. He's becoming very visibly frustrated. He starts getting agitated and twitching around a bit more. We need like a proper fire. It doesn't have to be big, explosive, boom fire. Just fire. Come on.
Still holding out the tinder twigs.
Okay, we need those can start a fire. Orion walks back into the room, and there's a table there, isn't there?
Does no one else have torches in their inventory?
Orion is going to grab the table, turn it on its side, and pull it out into the main room where everyone is.
Since my character can basically see in the dark, he has stopped carrying torches.
That's pretty much why Orion doesn't carry torches either.
You are the person the most likely to carry the torches because you can carry so much.
I know, right? But like, unless the problem is I don't know if I have my original inventory, which no doubt had torches in it. But like, there's no way for me to assure that like I didn't just dump all my stuff at some point. Even though he doesn't need to actually dump his torches, because you're right, he can just carry whatever he wants.
Okay, GM, do I successfully pull the table out?
Yes. It is an easy table to do out. However, unless you are also supporting that Pegasus, they just flop over off their chair and out on the ground.
Orion would use his back hoof to cradle his chin and then slowly lower it to the floor.
And talking about produce flame, it is in fact a first level spell, and therefore I found it mostly useless.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. But we have a table, we have wood, we have a medium that burns. Steady shoot. I need you to destroy this table.
This is someone's table.
It's my table now. I took it.
There's blinking. I just look at you and blink.
Orion scrapes the mushroom off onto the table, and then he quickly starts to carve his initials into it. See? It has my name on it. DRO. That's me. And then he stabs the mushroom again.
All right, let's give it a try. All right. Steady shoot. Smashes the table. He's got an axe. He can chop it so that like at least part. Yeah, we're just destroying these people's tables. Let's do it. Smash the table.
Start smashing the table. Vicious swings as you do.
I try to get like I try to like splinter it into a smaller bit, and then chop that part into little fine bits. I don't bother chopping the whole thing into fine bits, but
Yeah, we need fine bits for kindling, semi-fine bits to burn, and then thick bits to add fuel.
Right.
All right, so I assume you successfully make some good campfire wood, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Orion scrapes the mushroom off into the wood, and he warns everyone, do not touch this mushroom. It has a really bad habit of reducing your memory to nothingness. You won't remember anything. And it can attack you if it's alive. I think this mushroom was chewed up already. Does it have teeth marks on it?
It does not. Though
Does
it
not have
was
teeth
certainly
marks.
severed at the stem.
This one was cut through the stem, so someone harvested it. And the Pegasus in there had small samples of it inside of his mouth. That's probably what happened to our gray friend over there behind you.
So what were they? Were they like? Did they get desperate and eat it? Did they not know what it was?
Do they look emaciated, like they haven't been eating well?
They did not. They looked like they were fairly healthy. Like I said, there's no like outstanding health issues that either of them had other than the decoloration of their coat.
No, they've been eating. They look healthy, other than what we can see. But looking over to the bottom right corner, the bioluminescence there, those look like the same mushrooms, right?
Yes, you're looking up northward, right?
Wait, trying to get the measuring stick. These mushrooms here.
I really need to get that ping thing. I can't see your measuring stick.
Okay, over to the bottom right, there's some blue mushrooms coming out of a hallway.
Yes, those do seem to be somewhat of the same kind of mushrooms, though obviously a lot brighter. As do it'd be a perception check actually. Your perception. There it is.
17 perception.
There's those, and you also notice more northward of you, kind of on somewhat of an altar, there seems to be some of those mushrooms severed at the stem that are just laying on there.
And there's more over there, but they're not glowing. I'm pretty sure the ones that are glowing over there to the west, those are alive. If we get too close to those, they will attack us. So we need to destroy them from a distance. Man, I can't believe these ponies are having memory issues.
Pushpin lands on
Eyebrow
top.
raises. It is the most eyebrow raised eyebrow you could possibly see.
Pushpin lands on top of your head there, steady shooting, and says, "Someone's going bonkers." Absolutely bonkers.
Coming up to these mushrooms, Orion starts to step on the steps, and then he backs away. Is there any magic over here?
How are you determining that?
Asking the party.
Magic. Asking. Yeah.
Certain party members are more talented than me, so I'm asking them.
Well, that is up to your friend Lysander or Stardancer there if she wants to help you out with that.
Some of us aren't talented at all, and we spend all of our time smashing things to make up for it.
I am staring at it, waiting for you to tell me what's there.
You start detecting magic, and to this altar, there does not seem to be any.
No, it looks clear of magic.
Okay. Orion goes up and he starts stabbing the mushrooms like a kebab with his dagger, so he doesn't touch them.
The mushrooms also not magic?
Yeah, you're looking at the mushrooms. They don't seem to be magic in nature.
Okay.
Okay. And then Orion brings those back to the busted table, scrapes them off into the wood, and then he says, Stardancer, fire, please.
Hand him the tinder twigs.
Aw, you're letting me do it? I love fire. And he goes,
Don't use them all at once.
I believe the trick is when you're using tinder twigs, you light something 5 times to guarantee 100% success.
No, just light it on fire like normal. I only have 5 of them.
Well, Orion uses the first match and he holds it underneath the kindling toward the bottom. and he holds it there, waiting for it to catch fire.
You start waiting for it to catch fire, and it officially does.
Yay, there's fire.
Right. Small at first, and then it begins to billow smoke, so Orion's going to use his wings to fan the flames to help it build faster. How tall is the ceiling?
The ceiling is high enough that you would be able to fly at least a good, I'd say 25 feet up, where you have to worry about stalactites.
Okay.
Stalagmites, rather.
Orion looks to the party and says, "We need to find as many of these mushrooms as we can and destroy them. So let's spread out and look around. And stay far, far away from those that are glowing over there to the west. East, that direction."
To the east, yeah, there's those mushrooms. You see that. Feel free to give me a perception check, party. A perception check from ye.
Hold on, perception. I will perceive. Hang on, I can do it.
Mm.
30 perception. That's right, I win.
Steady shoot.
I win the perception.
And all the perceptions. But why can I not pin the perception somewhere so it's easy to find?
Steady shoot. You particularly, your ears flick, and not because pushpin's on your head, rather down more easterly in that cave. You hear what sounds to be something speaking. Can't really tell what.
We got something's attention, I think.
They don't seem to. It just seems to be out in the distance. If a couple things have been are just deeper in the cave.
All right, so easterly. That is back where we came from. No, that's the other direction. Sorry.
Yeah, that's westerly.
All right. There's something out there. So let's be a little careful here.
Orion, I see that you're going in places.
Yes, I am trying to navigate around Foundry, but it's being a bit laggy for me. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm back.
This is just a very decently sized map, so I apologize about the little bit of lag that you guys might experience.
Okay.
So this pony is in here. Does he seem to be suffering, same as the other two?
You check this one. This pony is also on his side, as if he has collapsed. Where his hoof is lying seems to be a dropped mushroom, similar to the one that you have just burned, kind of fallen away from his hand as if he had dropped it when he fell. And there seems to be a small
hand? That's weird.
or a
If
hoof,
these-
rather. Sorry.
If these cause them to do nothing, did they just like do this?
Well, that had fallen away from his hoof, and behind him seems to be a chest with some of those shrooms just laying atop it.
Orion is going to kebab the one that's by his hoof, and he's going to go over to the chest, and he's going to make sure there's no pores or dust on the. Does the chest have handles on the side?
It does not. It has one lock in the front to flip up.
All right. Orion is going to grab the chest, and he's going to pull the entire thing out into the room.
You do that.
And am I back yet? Not yet. Okay, I'll just describe what he's doing. He's going to pull the chest all the way over to the fire pit, and he's going to open it slowly to make sure there's nothing glowing inside.
You open it slowly, and there does not seem to be anything glowing on the inside.
Orion is going to tip the chest over and put the entire chest on top of the wood.
Are you tipping the chest over, leaving it unlocked, or are you just...
Leaving it unlocked, so that way the mushrooms will pour out onto the wood, so they catch fire as well, and the entire chest too.
Well, you tip it upside down, expecting there to be mushrooms in there, but alas, that does not happen. All that flutters out is a singular piece of very nice parchment paper.
Whoa! Parchment, rescue parchment.
Orion uses the blade of his dagger to kind of flip the paper out of the fire before it catches.
Rescue the parchment.
You now have a parchment paper.
Is the paper magic?
You start flipping it upside down, over, be somewhat exactly the same almost as the previous paper that you had.
Orion backs away from the paper. He's got a briefly... His look started to be brief of concern. He goes to walk away, but then he's kind of like shuffling backwards. And he drops his dagger and covers his ears again, dropping back behind the well.
Absolutely bonkers. What's wrong with him?
Confused with taxes. Because if I do my own taxes, right? But I'm also under Nana's.
No, pony taxes. This is important.
I want to roll. What do you mean I can't roll an evasion roll?
You can, but then you have to roll stealth roll because evading taxes is illegal.
You can't roll evasion on your taxes, Pinkie Pie.
That's just because your bonus isn't high enough. Or you didn't take the feat.
Yeah, if you want to evade your taxes, you have to pay to win.
That's right.
Which doesn't make sense. Unless you're making ridiculous amounts of money, and then it does.
Now, Ring Dancer just kind of rolls her eyes as you once again your ears flick down, you hide behind something. And she stamps the ground lightly. Steady shoot, you can kind of hear this first and foremost with the her little grumble of annoyance, something about really starting to tick her off. Star Dancer, you go down the other side of this little hut. Be almost yeah. And upon opening it, you see an earth pony and another bat pony, just like the previous people, slumped over, motionless, just breathing. No key to mark. Gray.
Oh, look, mushrooms. Okay, then. Let me out. Oh my gosh. Silly thing doesn't like letting me out, in and out of rooms.
It's doing its best.
Like I can't just move to the upper left corner.
You should be able to with an arrow. I usually just use the arrow keys, really.
Yeah, I didn't know. Well, yeah, but from outside, and like I can't move directly outside from where I am here because it says it collides with the wall.
Ah, gotcha.
So yeah, kind of peek in. Oh, look, mushrooms. See what else we're seeing. Little spots apparently. Checking that door. Another door. Oh look, a bunch of mushrooms. That's probably not good.
Those are the ones he was pointing out before that were very bioluminescent.
Yeah.
Now, as you come a little bit closer over here, Star Dancer, you start hearing those same little yips and yowls. I always forget the languages you speak.
All of them.
Post it on the chat.
Let's see here. Aha, there it is. Well, you're not able to understand them, but as you open up this door, you know what time it is.
Pony taxes is complete.
Yay.
Hey.
All right.
Initiative time?
Oh yeah, it's initiative time.
Damn it! Thanks to pony taxes, I never got to deal with this door.
Can I do something? Well, no. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, this is an open the door, and the thing looks towards you, snarls, and initiative is now needed to be rolled.
Okay.
Oh, lovely.
Little Spout, we had a problem earlier that you could have fixed, but you weren't. Accusatory
I mean,
point.
That sounds distinctly like a you problem.
There we go. Bonk.
All right.
It's always a me
Oh, I could myself on the turnover. Nice.
It's always a me problem.
Yeah, I'm looking at the combat tracker. It doesn't have a D20 on there.
Right-click your character, click the shield and 2 swords.
Ah, that's much better.
Now, what
There
did
you go.
what did you miss, David? Because I know you were kind of out a little bit.
Practically everything.
All right. In essence.
Did you?
Oh, Ryan could catch up.
I was going to ask, were you here when we started the fire with the table?
I heard that there was a fire. I wasn't sure why there was a fire, but there sure was a fire.
Well,
Okay,
Orion has discovered these are bad mushrooms.
Yes, these blue mushrooms that were on the altar over here, and they seem to be in every room, are presumably what's affecting the memory of all these ponies.
Oh no.
He would tell you that they are incredibly dangerous, that the live ones that are glowing will attack you if you get near them, so stay far away from them and don't touch them.
I see lots of people not on the turn order. Right click your character, click the shield and 2 swords, and then you will be on the turn order.
Hey, okay.
Oh, I see people. Yay!
I didn't know any of that. David, why would you not tell me that?
I mean, I only discovered it because I GM'd and I kept adding everybody to the turn order, and now it's like, I'm a player. Can I add myself? I can! Yeah!
Very helpful. And then you can click the D20 next to your character in the combat tracker, and it'll roll your initiative.
Correct. So,
Yes, good.
do that. I think the GM can actually just roll everybody if they want to.
That's correct. There we go.
Like, I think there's even a button. Just roll it all, damn it! And then just happen. But I am disappointed. Do you know why I'm disappointed?
Why are you disappointed?
I do not.
You don't have Dice So Nice installed. Oh my god.
It's true.
I was actually just thinking of that.
Even is that?
It's oh, go ahead.
It's custom dice skins. I didn't even see dice roll. Do they roll for everyone else?
No, I didn't see that.
There are no dice until you install Dice So Nice, which then gives everybody 3D dice, and you can customize them, and it's great.
I themed my dice in David's game after my character, so
nice.
they're the same color as my character has.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Little Sprout would have pink dice. Come on.
Now.
Or possibly watery dice. Watery dice would also be okay.
I mean, you could make them translucent pink dice if you use the custom numbers.
With this beginning of combat,
not installed.
nothing has either sparked Hawk, Anseal, Thumbtack really into a more combative state, as they just kind of mill about for their turn a little bit. Just kind of watching. Thumbtack seems to be trying to listen intently after seeing your.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm milling over their turn. Little Spout, what do you want to do?
I mean, to start with, what did I hear?
Very briefly, you heard the opening of a door more to the easterly side, and then faintly, as if kind of blocked by some walls here, just the.
I had recently said that to that direction that we were not alone because I said I had heard something. So
Well,
you might have been on edge from that.
There's your
on
excuse.
edge? No, why would I ever be on edge? You're silly. I will, however, zoom. Gotta go fast. Oh no, stop that. Okay. Yeah. Oop. And I'm not even hasted. I just zipped over.
Oop. You do that.
And that was a double move, so that's it.
Aha! That would bring it to this lad's turn, who is in here. Seems to be a Null is looking curiously at what seems to be those mushrooms upon this table, but he's not really touching it with a paw or anything. He was originally seeming to tap it lightly with his weapon, just kind of pushing it along the table. A bat pony in front, which lay motionless.
If this was Everglow, I would be so triggered right now.
I know, but he looks up, he starts growling, and briefly he holds out his weapon, saying something to you in a language you might understand, might not, but he is saying things, and he seems to be trying to tell you something as he holds up his weapon threateningly.
Stole the language module either.
Yeah, you need to get the language module.
Then you could just type it and we would know.
What do you, yeah. He seems to be, awaiting you to that. It is Ring Dancer's turn, who is a little bit more perceptive to the fact that things are going on, and she just saw Little Spout and all them, and is, using her turn to also double move this way.
Also, after I said that, now I realize I really should enter what languages I know, so that if you ever do install it, it'll work right.
Might help.
Steady shoot.
There. Languages are set, yeah.
Oh, look, they added Protean. I can take that off the custom list. It still doesn't have Demon as one of the languages in the list for some reason.
But all of a sudden, it's loading. Weird.
Oh, yeah, I just turned on Fog Exploration. I don't know why I didn't have that on there.
Oh. Yes, that's a good thing.
Yes.
Explore your world, as they say.
It is your turn, Steady Shoot.
Are you with us, Steady Shoot?
Rad.
Okay.
There he is.
There you are.
Sorry about that. All right, so my character is also probably going to be, hey, look, there's the thing. I should move towards the thing.
I mean,
It's up to you.
who does that?
This is his movement. So, all right. Do I see anything?
You come this way. What you hear is a growling sort of thing coming from inside this doorway that Star Dancer is looking into.
Okay. Well, I don't have any more movement, so this is my movement plus the weapon is ready, and that's it.
Plus, the weapon is ready.
That's right. I can't ready my weapon because that was a double move, so that means I don't have a standard action.
Of course. All right, and we bring it to Orion's turn. Your ears were flickering from the whole. Were flickering. You dived behind the well. You have a piece of parchment in your hooves. What are you doing?
Oh, the parchment would have been flipped off the fire, and then he would have backed away from it. Is he aware that the party is moving in that direction?
I mean, if you're not aware of Steady Shoot, there's something wrong.
Okay. Yeah, he would see the party moving this way, but he doesn't quite know what's going on. But he's going to go with the crowd. Let's see. He will double move to there.
You double move to there, and also hear little yips and yowls coming from that place. And looking at your language list here, does not seem like you understand it.
Okay. So he's waving threateningly, but is he acting threatening?
He looks like he's. I mean, you could give me a sense motive.
Okay.
I will sense all your motives.
I will sense one of your motives. I have to. You only get a certain number depending on your role. You only get one question about their motives.
Damn it.
Oh, that's really handy to right-click the tracker. I didn't know that, David. Thank you.
See, I am filled with useful information and also
Other
useless information.
Other cool things is if you double-click your token, your character sheet pops up immediately.
Yeah.
Yes, that is definitely true.
The motive
And definitely
is
useful.
the way that he is gesturing his weapon downward implies that he is trying to tell you to either get on the ground, something of that nature, trying to give you somewhat of a signal that you need to surrender.
Get down. Get down.
Okay. I will pull up my spellbook and read my spell.
Okay, based.
Okay, let's see. Swap one for communal tongues, which means I have to wait until my next turn before I can actually do it.
And you taking out your spellbook does trigger his held action of simply waiting until
Hitting
something.
you.
Well, I mean, it's obviously not like, oh, I'm threatening you with my spellbook. It's like, oh yeah, wait a sec, here.
Yeah. I mean,
but if he's nervous, like you being like, let me pull out something, they might be like, ah.
Yeah, like that's kind of a like reaching for my
people-
weapon. Like
Yeah.
People tend to forget that closing the door is an option.
That really reminds me of a funny moment where Silver Quill did not. He opens up a casket. There's a mummy in this side. The mummy's like, ah, and he just closes the door. Of course, it busts through very shortly, but the first thing it does is close the door.
That does sound pretty funny.
I mean, it is when they move action to open the door. Can I just close it before it gets to me?
All right, and you know what time it is? It's time for the battle music playlist.
Yeah.
But he charges at you with you starting to open up your spell book.
He charges, so I'm like, hey, wait a second, wait.
One second. Actually, I actually do get an attack of opportunity, but it's the worst one. Are you ready for incredibly impotent attacks?
Sure.
Let's do it.
Yeah! There's nothing that could go wrong with this. Where is it? There it is. Whee!
You make contact.
Oh, I'm gonna do so much damage. You don't even understand how much damage I'm gonna do if my watery hoof reaches out and just kind of boops him on the nose. Boop.
Non-lethal?
No, it is I am wearing spiked horseshoes, so poke.
Ouch. You do that. He takes that 4 damage. He does not.
She didn't have her water whip out, so you know.
Fair.
This is what happens when she zipped over to get into position.
Yeah. Does that. Now he is going to equivocally do what he was going to do, and bonk.
It wasn't unequivocal. That'd be silly.
Unequivocally.
No, he's bonking things.
27 to you. Start answer.
Okay.
Little Spout shall do a thing she hasn't had much chance to do.
Try targeting me?
She's going to dive in the way. No.
All right.
That's okay. It doesn't hit anyway.
Oh, it doesn't hit. Never mind.
I mean that just makes you die.
I was going to say, David, doesn't that ability also only apply like if you are in reach of them too? Because I have that ability for Duck as well.
I mean, it just says become the target of an effect or attack that's within their reach. The effect must be targeting someone other than themselves. That's not function for area effects. Blah blah. I mean, it does specifically say it doesn't make it not within reach, even if I am out of reach. It will still hit me because I literally jumped in the way.
Alright, fair. But it doesn't
But either way, you weren't actually hit, so I didn't have to do my dramatic jump. Which is disappointing, because oh my god, I'm level what? And I still haven't done that?
I mean, I've taken a group of feats around, like, being able to be cover for my allies, but, like, now it's probably more dangerous for me to be in combat because I get hit more often than everybody else.
You have no AC.
Exactly.
Oh, no.
It is your quiet griffin friend's turn, who is blinking this way. He seems to say something to himself along the lines of, oh dear, and is spending his turn moving. Where is he moving to, you might ask? Whoosh, 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 whoosh.
Turns
Montana.
out it's
He's
close.
homesteading.
I think. Oh no!
Moving to Montana. Homesteading.
It is Anziel's turn, who, because of his lateness, is going to still be woefully oblivious as if he had failed his perception check. However, it is Thumbtack's turn, who was on top of Steady Shoot's head last time I recall. Gotta move him there. He does not move his Steady Shoot's token, unfortunately. Let me move him on top of Steady Shoot really quick. That's where he was.
So if there was a way to properly attach tokens, that would be amazing.
It would be. I think you could attach like torches and things and light sources. Yeah.
Be nice.
Senor Thumbtack, as they call him, or Pushpin rather, is of course going to be.
Thumbtack is their dead name. Stop being so rude.
Bonk. Doing this as he flitters off of
Holy shit!
whoosh this
That
way.
was a really high roll.
Yes, however, he is taking a big amount of negatives for the fact that he is also trying to move under him, which there is actual lots of negatives to that thing. But let me roll this guy's perception. If I can get it up here. Oh. Here we go. And where's his skills? There it is. There it is. Let's see how well his perception is. Even with all the negatives, he still fails. Which means, well, Thumbtack gets to do what he's gonna do best. Y'all know what Thumbtack does, I hope.
Steal candy.
Push pin.
Pushpin.
Land on people's heads and snark.
Yes. Well, he actually, this was a death from below kind of deal. As, for those who he's not hiding from, he flitters under and pulling out his tiny little thumbtack, simply holds it, jabs it in the chest, and just lets his tiny body weight just go down in a very, very fancy sort of way. Now let me see. This is this didn't actually import overwrite. Give me 1 second here. Oh, it's because it's just his modifier. That's funny. This is current dex modifier. That's why this didn't port over correctly, is because it was 0d0 because he is so small. Plus 9. So 9.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, does 0d0. All he does is sneak attack and his and his sneak attack. That's pretty much all that is.
Yes.
I was gonna be like, and his strength bonus, but I'm like, well, probably doesn't have a strength bonus either.
Dex
No.
bonus.
He gets dex bonus because he has slash and grace. Very fancy.
Oh yeah, okay.
Specifically with his thumbtack. For some unbeknownst reason. I just need to look up how many sneak
Understandable.
attack dice he gets here, because that also didn't port over here.
Level 17, I believe it's 7 sneak attack dice.
Not level 17, oh my god.
I'm sorry, the numbers lapped over in my head and came out my mouth. At level 13, I believe it is 7 sneak attack dice.
Alright. Roll 7d8 plus his 9 damage, and he deals a whopping 34 damage.
Oh, he rolls d8s? That'd come.
Or, yeah, you're correct. D6. My bad. 7d6 plus 9.
I mean, there is a rogue archetype that does roll d8s. I just didn't think Thumbtack was one.
Alright.
He ends up rolling more.
39. You know, I'll take it. Alright.
What the fuck is happening?
Alright. So he takes that, put that on his sheet right there. I just had to move up back to the side so I can make sure I got that. Make sure this is subtracted off the sheet.
I approve of the fact in PF2, when you roll any dice, it gives you the option to just apply damage or heal off of the dice. So useful.
Little Spout, you can tell me all about damage on since it's your turn now.
Oh boy, that's the best turn. I mean, there's a person right in front of me. They look like they need to be hit repeatedly. I will click my magic horseshoes together.
Click, click. Do that.
And then the beating begins.
You smack. Oof. Yes, yes, and yes. All of those land their mark. Now, once again, I have to move Thumbtack out of the way so I can over here.
Thumbtack, you're small, but you're still in the way.
Bonk, bonk, and bonk. What does this leave him at? Yep, the last one hits, and how do you want to do this?
I'm going to assume that I slap one of his arms up against him. The whip curls around him, restricting him in place as she wrenches it to the side, bogging him into the side of the door. Dizzy and confused, she yanks him forward and he collapses in front of our spellcaster. Thump.
before he could get so much as a yip out, he falls.
The little spout curls her whip, looking around meaningfully.
Is he dead?
I hope he's not dead.
Oh, he's
wait.
very dead.
Was I supposed to not kill him?
I
Well,
mean,
I was saying something. I was trying to, cast a spell so we could understand it, but
Do people need to tell me these things?
I mean, he did rush it.
I mean, bad people charge. I tend to, do that, she says, gesturing at the broken and beaten
we're
body.
here trying to figure out what's going on. Even if he was a bad guy, we could ask him.
Still more easterly sounds are making your way, though. These ones are now more quieter, little yips and yowls.
It's too late to complain about that.
I mean, we've already established Little Spot's kind of a bad person.
Strictly speaking, it's not, but that's kind of a waste of resources, maybe.
Orion is going to drag the body out of the doorway over to these rocks.
I mean, it's not even dying, it's dead.
Well,
Over here. And
still not permanent.
and she attacks mushrooms because she's just feeling feisty.
Use fire.
How
Or
are
maybe
you
don't use
How are
fire.
you attacking those mushrooms there?
Could be
I mean,
bad.
I click the thing, From 25 feet away, I go whip with fire.
Oh, that's funny. When I imported the campaign over, it imported one of my macros from Roll20, which literally just showed the menu for It's a Trap. It's funny. Gotta delete that. There we go. And you start whipping the mushrooms with fire, and you actually hear what seem to be like small, like, they're not really squeals, but it's like the mushrooms releasing a sound as you are slapping them. It's like like releasing air almost.
Sounds like the squeaker in a stuffed animal.
Orion's going to make a perception check. Are they releasing spores into the air? 13.
They most certainly are.
Don't breathe the spores. Burn the spores.
Little responds appropriately by not whipping, but instead she will, because she can do it, she will shout really loudly, and then she will just kind of engulf this entire area. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Yes, you get out of the way. Thank you. She will just engulf this entire area in flame.
Why didn't you start with that?
Well, because the whole time we were talking about that, he was FK.
Well, no.
All we have to hope is that the smoke isn't as poisonous as the rest of it.
Alright, you start engulfing that whole area in flames. Whoosh! Getting rid of all of the shrooms in that immediate vicinity. Also, of course, destroying the small little light source that you have here.
No.
Let me.
Light source.
That being said, as you do so, something very strange is you notice behind this wall. Seems to be almost a crack.
I shall now sing the song of my people. Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel. Does it appear to have finished burning?
Yeah, the mush. Oh yeah. I assumed you were waiting till it was all done and very.
Okay, so
very like.
There are no spores, only ash.
Good.
Excellent. So then she shall wave at everybody else and point at the mysterious hole.
One moment. I do like secrets, but just a moment. Ryan's going to look at Broseph McFinnigan over here. Does he have anything interesting in his pockets?
Broseph McFinnigan, and who would that be?
The gnome we just killed.
You start looking through Broseph McFinnigan's pockets. Let me just double check his pockets for you really quick to make sure that I have his pockets correct. Stand by.
He might have a plot device on him that's important later.
Nice.
Not that we would know that in character.
Oh, certainly. Hang on, I have to... There it is. You start rummaging through his pockets and notice that there is a potion of cure moderate wounds within his pocket. Aside from that, he seems to be wearing full plate armor. He has a very shiny, very shimmery, almost pristine looking falchion that looks very, very masterwork. And is wearing somewhat of a cloak.
Congratulations, you found loot!
Yay, loot.
All right. Does the cloak taste magical?
You put it in your mouth. And the cloak itself tastes a bit magical.
What kind of magic does it taste like? Transmutation, enchantment? What are we working with?
Well, you're gonna need to give me detect magic for that one.
Start answer.
Spellcraft.
Or spellcraft. Could you do that with spellcraft? Yeah, you can. Or spellcraft.
Well,
I
spellcraft
think
will actually identify it flat outright. Which is even better.
We'll be back in a second.
Oh no.
I've been told by some GMs if I'm going to identify something, I have to be able to see the magical aura, which I can't do on my own. So is that the case here?
You cast detect magic so that you can see it, and then you spellcraft it to examine it.
Right. But all I can do is spellcraft. I can't do detect magic.
Oh, then you're out of luck.
But Star Dancer can. Orion has a cloak in his mouth and he brings it over to you.
Okay.
He has a cloak.
Well, is it magic?
If you're casting detect magic, it does seem to be magic.
Okay, I will attempt to identify it.
Go for it.
Which one are we rolling? Knowledge or spellcraft?
You're rolling. Knowledge would be to determine the spell school. Spellcraft would be to identify the object.
Can't just roll both of them with. Oh, look! I rolled a 1. It's still 24.
And this is the Viscatch level. So even with that 1, you have also identified it. It's giving off a faint aura of conjuration and illusion. And as for the item, you have found yourself a stone mist cloak.
Hmm.
Did you say mist?
Stone
What
mist.
is it? What is it?
A stone mist cloak.
What is a stone mist cloak?
I will post the link here in the Discord. There you go.
I'm going to ignore you and just look in here, lab. Ha 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 ha.
That's the way to be, David. Really, like.
Okay. Uh-oh. Did Little Spout do something morally ambiguous again? Hold on.
No, I just checked the description of something in Hero Lab.
That's even more morally ambiguous.
Oh no!
It will let you. It will help you sneak. It will let you cast obscuring mist once a day.
Ooh.
How obscure. Alright, so Little Spout is approaching the crack, and she just steps through the crack.
Look at you, you watery being, you. You found yourself what seems to be a small, weird cavern.
Hey, there's a secret tunnel! She shouts back through, and then...
Stone Mist Cloak.
Oh, okay.
What is that name?
Orion prances over to the crack in the wall with a cloak in his mouth. And out of the corner of his eyes, he sees more glowing mushrooms.
Oh, look, there's also more glowing mushrooms over here.
Yes, I believe Little Spout's about to do something terrible to them.
Give me a perception check really quick,
Did
Lysandra.
Where
these
is
just show up here? What's going on here?
Wait, who needs a perception check?
I need a perception check from Star Dancer really quick.
Oh.
Yay! Oh wait, that's right. I never added my items, so my perception checks are not as good as they're supposed to be. Okay, because I'm supposed to have Eyes of the Eagle, which give a +5 to perception. Let me make an inventory item real quick. Oh wait, maybe it exists.
What? How dare it exist?
Indium.
Sorry.
That's cheap. I
channeling
needed item.
So I realized I did a thing wrong. Oh no.
Is there a magic items?
No, that's also wrong. No.
No, that's definitely okay. Fine.
There we go. Now we're talking.
All right. Did you roll that perception start answer? I need that before anything.
Yeah. Okay. Where did my character go? There it is. Let's see if I can just add the +5. Perception.
Ooh. Now you do actually see something out of the corner of your eye there, Lysander. Start answer rather.
Okay.
Blending in with the
Which one?
side.
Oh crap.
Also wearing somewhat of those cloaks and trying to blend in with the side of the mountain there. You seem to be a couple of these guys, and they seem to be looking at you.
How high is the ceiling?
The ceiling is, in this part of the cave right here, easily maybe about 40 feet tall. Now, I need to know this before anything. Do you seem like you've noticed them? Have you made have you made direct eye contact? Are you alluding that you've seen them?
Nope. I'm just gonna go straight up.
You're going to start walking toward them?
No, I'm going to fly straight up.
Oh, just straight up.
Well, not straight up, but toward into the area of the cavern about here. So now I'm like 20 feet in the air.
Fair enough. Little Spout, I see
Actually,
that you are.
I go way further than that. 30 feet in the air.
I see that you are doing a line of fire.
Yes.
You're doing the whoosh whoosh.
Yes. She is cleaning the taint.
You do so. You clean that taint, you. And as you finish, strangely enough, guess what you find?
Do I have a crack?
You find another crack.
Ah! I'm finding this today is secret tunnel day, guys.
Look, you are finding just a path through here.
God, come on, secret tunnels.
I don't think I can fit. Can I fit?
It would be a squeeze.
I have a squeezing. What's it called? I have a squeezing.
You have a girdle.
Magic item, so I can double squeeze.
You could squeeze and then squeeze again.
That's right. When I use my corset to squeeze, I can then also still squeeze, thereby double squeezing.
Those eyes that do not leave you. Start
The
answer.
squoze.
Okay.
I will point out that this one and the most northern one, up on that group that you see, looks fairly confused.
Okay.
All right, so part of your party has gone, has split down. Part of your party has split to the east, and you guys are remaining dirty centrists. You. What are you doing?
mean, I'm pretty sure this is how you win an adventure.
Perhaps. Little Spout seems to be finding things. What are you guys doing? Where are you guys going? What's going on? I'm asking specifically Orion and Steady Shoot, who have remained in the place.
I will pause a bit, let other people do things.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Orion, he's clearly being stressed out again, rubbing his head, he's gritting his teeth, he's getting more angry than distressed like he was before, but he still jumped up on Steady Shoot's back.
Yeah. And meanwhile, Steady Shoot is like, everyone is leaving. We have things to do. There's a dead man. A man is dead.
And there's still mushrooms to explode.
There just seemed to be more mushrooms in the cave that Star Dancer had walked into, then suddenly went straight up. Looks like Little Spout is just worming her way through this weird cracks in the cave as the rock kind of crumbles away. Your griffin friend is casually writing something down and looks up. You know, they say never split the party, but what are you gonna do?
Well, we don't really have a lot of control over Little Spout. As he looks down at the dead body, like that.
Fair. And Ring Dancer kind of rolls her eyes. Well, if there's any more of those things, she looks left and right. I'm sure they probably won't be too happy with us.
Any more of what things?
She points to one of the gnolls.
One of the what?
One of the gnolls.
Like gnolls?
The thing that was attacking us before.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully if there is, we can capture him and force him to tell us things.
Now,
I cast a spell.
Or her.
You cast
equal opportunity
tongues. I no longer have to ask what languages you speak.
That is correct.
What are you doing with your fancy tongues?
That's the rating for this is not. Can't answer that question.
Fly over here.
Okay.
And listen to see if they're good talking to each other.
Their eyes never leave you, but seeing as that you're now way high ahead of them, they don't seem in any position to necessarily attack you. But give me a perception check regardless.
No. Perfect skill. Yeah. Link.
Start answer.
Now, yes, I am putting the bonus on, the proper bonus on. There we go.
You roll to perceive, and they seem to be kind of having a conversation between each other rather than directly to you. The first two, the most southmost two, more talking to each other like, "Do we attack?" And the other one saying, "I do not think that we can." And the more north one, just more looking around and seemingly spotting that red gem across the way. Oh. So pretty, so pretty. And they seem to be looking at you, contemplating whether or not to attack. I think I've heard some others.
Looking directly at them. I mean, you can try to attack me, but you'd have to throw your weapons, and that probably wouldn't end well for you.
I think she can hear us.
I said that in no, by the way.
I know, this is just the conversation that they're still having. Can she hear us? No, she can't understand us. Ponies can't understand anything. And the more south,
everything.
The more north one is just kind of like still looking at the gem over there. How?
Insert snorts here.
Why has no one taken that one yet? And the ones answering you, impossible. Ponies cannot understand. He shakes his head. She's bluffing.
The hell?
This This one almost kind of confusedly breaks its own cover. Starts walking toward this gem. And the other two are like looking onward. Shh! She'll see you! And he just kind of shakes his head. No, it's fine. She fly. And it goes over here, kind of starts shifting through this little bit of rubble to pick up this red-looking gem. And as it kind of picks it up, there is a very small sort of hissing noise as he very happily holds it up. Look, see, I got it! And then the gem explodes.
I was wondering about that.
And
we had to have heard that, didn't we?
Oh yeah, suddenly there was a look, there's a yip of excitement, and then kaboom, and what was right there is no more, as this all is just gone.
Orion vaults off of Steady Shoot's head and runs up to the sound of the explosion.
Little Spout perks an ear from the hidden room, wondering what the heck's going on.
Oh, it's
You finish your fire, and yes, anybody with a perception of +0 and in a coma could probably have heard that through this echoey cave. Orion, you rush forward. I need a perception check from you really quick.
Perception. 11.
Now, you do not notice these two gnolls here at the side as they are still being super sneaky. However, your friend Star Dancer is not being nearly as sneaky, and there seems to be a small crater where this red gem once was.
What exploded?
A gnoll.
There was another one?
Yeah, he picked up some kind of red gem over there, and then it exploded.
Oh. Well, better him than us. Are you okay?
I'm fine. Watch out for the other two.
Other where?
Straight west.
And pointing them out, yes.
Are you flying, by the way?
I don't see a flying.
Okay, well, I'm 30 feet up, so...
Oh, that's what that symbol means. I thought you were in
Yeah.
or something.
No, that's... Little Spout uses that one, and everything just went away.
Pointing them out, Star Dancer, you hear this as now there's two sets of eyes on them. I don't think the ponies are bluffing.
No, I'm not bluffing.
Ponies are stupid!
I'm really not.
And the other one says, well, what do we do? And one of them still not answering you directly as you are just talking back and forth to them, trying to get into their banter here. Simply just says, charge the blue one, and
that would be a bad idea too.
Oh yes, and as bad as that idea it is, guess what time it is for?
Roll that dank initiative.
You're so...
It's okay. I feel less bad for my character doesn't feel less bad, but as a player, I feel less bad for what's her name did.
I just imagine a little Spout just being like, see, it wasn't morally ambiguous anymore.
That's right.
Yeah.
You got there.
All of y'all, including you, little Spout, who has heard. You're sneaking out in places. Get back over here.
Yeah, I think I fell through a wall, and I'm like, wait a second.
You fell through my wall. There you go.
I was about to mention the secret door, and we should go back to it, but then bad guys had to charge Orion.
As it turns out, Foundry does not accept I am made of water. Let me through.
Yeah.
Also, I've noticed a lot of our players are not in the game. It's just Lysander, Random Pool Guy, and Duck. That's all the players.
Something went wrong while displaying at memories. Error code out of memory. I see.
Yep.
It crashed.
Yep. And I hit refresh and it came back.
Stop crashing.
Okay. Let me close some stuff and see if I can get it better. Let me just close all these tabs here. Oh, that's right. I can't close all these tabs because my little mouse button isn't working.
Have you tried turning it off and turning it back on again?
Pretty sure it's not the browser that was out of memory. Just reload it; it'll be fine.
We'll see. We
All right.
shall see.
Have you paid your power bill recently?
Someone else in my household is responsible for that. I'm responsible for different bills.
I mean, that doesn't mean yes.
I mean, if I didn't pay my power bill, then there would be a very different outcome.
All right.
We're still missing a Mr. Silver.
Okay.
Yes.
Let me add my character onto this sheet, even though he doesn't actually know if anything's happening, because he's still wandering around here, and Ring Dancer is snarking at him.
There you go.
Snark.
Little
Snark,
Spout,
snark,
I mean,
snark.
I need
I
your
gotta
initiative too.
I mean, I gotta say, I'm a little happy with the. What does Thumbtack do? Land on people's heads and get sarcastic.
That is the thing that he does.
That's his specialty.
Okay, I turned on a thing, and it was my worst mistake. Could you just add me to the initiative and feel free to click the thing? Can you hear me?
Oh, what's that?
Yeah.
You're on the initiative.
Yep.
Cool. So click the die because I can't. I'm still trying to get back in.
Oh, okay. He's asking
Bonk.
Brett to click the die.
Oh boy, that doesn't help at all.
No, it doesn't. You won the highest initiative, Little Spout.
Now we're talking. I'm getting the respect I deserve.
All right. Well, Little Spout, it is your turn. You're in the
I
secret
mean, I would
cave.
say it's shocking, but the only person here who has a higher dex bonus than you is Thumbtack. Push pin. Brad.
Who still lost against Little Spout's initiative.
Poor little Brad.
Does Little Spout want to double move and catch back up to the party?
So actually, I think I managed to get to the thing, I believe. So okay, now that's already turned off. Okay, cool. All right, we'll save that. Okay, damn it! But it doesn't show the map. Show me the map. I need a map, guys. I need a map.
Sounds like a personal problem.
We got there, Reddit. We did it.
Yeah.
We did it.
We did it, Reddit.
I'm sure hearing a lot of music. Okay, this is not helping. Okay, I'm gonna reload this one more time. Maybe it'll work this time. Maybe. No promises. No promises at all. You know what you get? Not a promise. That's what you don't get.
That image I just posted in chat, what is the start button in the upper right corner?
Map.
Oh, I don't think, yeah, hang on, I need to,
I just clicked on it, see what it was.
yeah, it's just Aralon. That used to be like a map that you guys can go to all the time back when you guys were in Aralon. It's still like able to, let me just, save that. Back here. Alright, Little Spot, what are you doing? It's your turn.
Well, Little Spout actually was going to advance and see if anything got startled by the noise. It is now, like, not reacting properly, because that can happen with suddenly loud explosions.
Now, give me a perception check.
I can't. I can't, guys.
Oh.
We got there. Wait, no, we didn't.
So, what are you sitting for again, sorry?
Well, I said I was advancing forward, keeping an eye out for things that might have gotten scared by the boom booms.
Advancing forward into your current quarry or back? Advancing that way.
Into my secret tunnel,
You keep advancing into your quarry. You've come at a weird place where I can't really tell you where to go.
Oh no! I mean, but I can roll perception now. In theory, maybe if it feels like it. It doesn't feel like it.
This is not a roll perception thing. This is you're just blasting your way through things and trying to see where you can go.
No, he won't let me. Oh, the sadness is real, guys.
That's what you've been doing.
You might as well go to the next person, I suppose. While I continue the struggle, for the struggle is real.
With that, it is Sir Thumbtack Pushpin's turn, as he is spurred on to action by the fact that there is now a huge explosion, and is spending his turn getting to here. Sneakily, of course. It is this one's turn. Yep, that's the one. Charge! And then runs towards you. Now, Orion, what is your AC, my good lad?
AC is 21, but I think you need flat-footed. Let me pull that up. Flat-footed AC is 18.
All right, so that was
I'm pretty sure that hits.
That hits, and it does confirm, it looks like. So I will apply that damage to you, good sir. As he charges forward with his with also a falchion, as it slashes at you, for his turn. Nasty, nasty stuff. Leaves you another scar. It is Ring Dancer's turn, who is now noticed things. Oh boy, and noticing that you are now being jumped is not okay with this. In the truest of Ring Dancer fashions, rushes forward to try to help out, and in doing so is going to double move down to here, seemingly getting your back, because she can't get to either one of these in just a single move. She's going to be next to you. Steady shoot.
She has the problem I had earlier. I don't know if Steady Shoot knows anything is happening. What things does he notice sense-wise? Because I know that at least one of these things is happening through.
I mean, there's an explosion.
Oh, okay. What direction is the explosion from?
East.
Yeah, that way.
Hold on. Which way?
Your ruler was correct.
Okay.
Also, you can see my ruler now, namely.
Okay, I'm over here. Aha! I can actually see. This is a live one, right? Right here.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that one.
right.
That one's the one that
I
literally has its
I can't-
falchion buried in Orion right now, very critically.
Right. Oh, is this one live as well? Actually.
Yep, that one looks like it's about to also start charging.
Okay, cool. I'm actually gonna increase my range and attack him.
Whoosh. Do so.
Yes. I can hit him without moving because I've just moved 40 feet. Attacks. Battle axe. Attack action. Attack. Boom. Let's just do a regular attack without anything.
Slash.
39 for 27 damage. That's pretty decent.
Does hit. Slash. Damage applied. Look at that. Look at that.
I am looking at that immediately. That's my turn because I don't have any other actions because I moved.
Nice.
Maybe if I'm lucky, he'll try and charge me instead.
Start answer.
Oh, I'm sorry. I rage and I cast mirror image. Excuse me.
All right.
I forgot to do it before my attack, so we'll go ahead and apply that after the attack instead. I think I roll. Five mirror images.
There are now 6 steady shoots.
That's right. That's too many steady shoots.
One too many as we move to Start Answer's turn up in the air. Ye Alicorn you.
It is an uncountable number.
I surrounded the enemy and I'm like, what are you gonna do?
What you gonna do about it?
Well, I mean, there's actually two fairly close entities here that are attacking us. They don't seem like they're going to back down, do they?
Nope.
Okay.
I mean, you could certainly give me a sense motive. That's just one of them literally shouted charge. So.
Yeah. So, yeah, you know the meme with the guy with the shotgun loading in shame. Yeah.
Shame, yeah. Shame. Click. Shame. Click. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, what are you doing?
Why did the heck? My view went away. I think Little Spout said something. Yep. Nice.
Everybody heard just from that one little crack. It's like, oh, I got in, like from Little Spout.
It moved my map over there, so it's just all dark. And it's like, what? No, what?
What happened?
I'm not actually moving. I just need to get to where I can select both of these targeting.
Okay, but I undid my mistake, guys. Aren't you happy?
There we go.
That was a horrible, horrible mistake. Oh my god, in system settings, do not turn on preload compendiums. Do not.
Yes.
It makes everything explode.
Oh boy.
So don't do that.
What is needed to be rolled on my end for this?
Oh.
I think reflex saves.
Action. There we go. And then they should get a reflex for half.
Reflex for half. All right.
I guess they don't have stats on them. Otherwise, it should roll properly. I guess.
They have stats on them.
Oh, okay.
Or do they?
And this one.
So it turns out, yes, I do.
Oh boy.
They fail.
Absolutely demolished. As you zap them. Not really demolished, they're still there. But you get the point.
Did it apply the damage correctly?
I did, yes, apply the damage. I pushed apply damage, that is.
Oh, well, I clicked it too, so.
And you zap them, they kind of go still for a second, just in place.
Yeah, make sure they have 45 damage on them from that.
Yeah, they got hit with the full.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, technically I need to make a fly check. Actually, I can't fail a skill check. What's the DC to hover?
15.
Yeah, I can't actually fail that.
If your modifier is plus 14 or higher, no.
Plus 22.
Then no.
So, okay, I won't even roll for that.
I mean, if you applied yourself, you could fail. Put some effort into it.
I literally can't. Even if I roll 1, it doesn't matter. It's a skill check.
Look, hold one wing behind your back. I'm sure you can do this, man.
Okay, go, I'm done.
Now this one right here is deciding on Orion really quick. Does he? Does he not? His friend's over there. He just got zapped to all hell, and this thing looks like a tree.
Lightning bolts came out of nowhere or out of the sky. From the unicorn-ish thing flying up there.
And he decides that it's not worth it, as he is not unintelligent, if not like the most not intelligent thing in the world. With your tongues, you kind of hear him start shouting, "Flee! Flee! Flee!" and starts fleeing in this fleeward direction, if you might call it that. I'm also realizing.
Pretty sure Statue gets an attack of opportunity.
Yep, as does Thumbtack, I'm realizing.
Where the heck is Thumbtack?
Right in his line of fleeing.
Okay.
Thumbtack gets attacks of opportunity too, so long as they are in his square and leave his square.
Yeah,
Well,
I haven't actually seen his what square he's in all game. So
Yeah, Thumbtack just like sets his thumbtack literally just face up and just like lets him walk over it. Like that's what he does. Also, yes, I do think that you get an attack of opportunity as well, Steady Shoot.
Aw, sweet. Hold on. Where was he first? Where was he first? Oh yeah, no, he stepped into my range.
He's taking that way.
Aha, you entered my absolute territory. Aha, 27 damage.
You hit.
Right, no, but he moved through my square.
I have linked
he moved
that
right here where my cursor is now, which
also,
is in my threatened square.
David, I have linked to you the article that specifically does say that something like Thumbtack does get an attacks of opportunity in those cases.
Oh, okay.
Tiny creatures are weird, yo.
Well, I mean,
yes.
Something's literally walking through his square. Like it's not outrageous.
He walks through the square, but he doesn't walk through the exact part that that Pushpin is in. So he walks around him, so he doesn't get an attack of opportunity.
Wow.
It's basically, you know, you see a mouse, it looks angry. I walk around the mouse.
All right, I gotta make this dice roll 1d1 plus 8 because it doesn't accept 0z0 plus 9.
Oh no.
I don't think anyway. This is giving me issues. I'm just gonna roll this here. Oh, hang on. Oh, it's because it doesn't have like an actual like thing to roll his. Okay, so he gets that for his attack. 1d20. That does hit. He does a whopping roll 1d. And he was sneaking. Or just like 9 plus 7d6. Yeah. There it is. 38 damage. And the combination, let me just double check his health really quick. Yeah, I'm gonna say that he he got smacked by Steady Shoot, and Thumbtack just kind of set his thumbtack right there, and then just like pulled it away right as he like he went up, and it was a very nasty little cut as he actually just falls right in the square.
A very nasty
right
cut.
Yeah.
A very nasty cut directly in his artery.
Directly in that soft spot between his paws. And
What?
Just kind of...
Yeah. Where did he hit him? Oh, you know, right in the thigh where the artery was.
I kind of feel I kind of feel like your greater slashes were more of a detriment to his health than Thumbtack's tiny little attack.
I mean, technically, no, they were not, because I did not do as much damage as he did. So, technically, this is not true. Jesus Christ, he had 28 to hit?
Technically true. That's the best kind of true.
He has 28 to hit, but he does do, unless he has sneak attack, 0d0 plus 9 damage.
I know. My character has an unusually low amount of hit because he's so damn big.
Big lad.
Yeah.
In any case, that was his turn. It is now your cleric's turn, who is sitting over here, just giving a polite golf clap because you guys seem to have it handled. Orion!
Orion, he gets his falchion digging straight into his body, and he lets out a loud and then he gets a guttural growl in his throat, and he is going to move here. I know that provokes an attack of opportunity from this guy if he's going to take it, but Orion is then going to roll to grapple. 24 to beat his CMD.
He does take that. 23?
All right, we are now in the grappled condition. 23 hits, yes. So he takes another 12.
All right, I applied that. And he takes another 12, right?
Yes.
All right. And you're rolling to grapple. What was your grapple roll? 24?
24.
It is CMD, which does not make it.
Darn.
Very close, very close.
Well, the grand scheme was to get into a better position where Ring Dancer could get flanking against him, but oh well.
Fair. Little Spout, on your own little adventure down here. What are you doing?
There's so much to see, so much to do. Like, I feel there's even a song about that kind of thing.
Oh yeah? Tell me about it.
So much to see, so much to do.
See, somebody got it.
So what's wrong with taking?
Take in the back. I got those two backwards.
I know. It is backwards, but like it's what I thought of.
Somebody once told me that it is Little Spout's turn.
Yeah, but Little Sprout sees problems, yo. So many problems, and she's going to have to start taking care of it. But she can't do it this round. Yeah, she'll have to start taking care of it next round.
We hope you hurry because they don't stop coming.
It's Thumbtack's turn, who picks up his tack and looks at it in astonishment. I never thought it could do that before.
Still his dead name, comes the echoing cry.
Oh, yeah.
It's not even his dead name, he's just a liar.
And he flutters up on top of Steady Shoot's head to get a better vantage point as to what's going on.
This is what happens when you're just totally believing in somebody.
This one is is very intent on still wailing upon you. Good sir. You. Let me, actually, I want to see what happens if I set you as a target, now that I have character sheets to do this with. Yeah, there we go. He is going to... Huzzah!
That hits.
Hits. For another 15. Bonk. Oh, I gotta actually, select you here. Bonk. And apply. As he slashes the first time, and then actually obviously going to full round because he's not grappled. Let me actually roll that full round. I almost forgot to do that. Just take the last two attacks on this.
Ew.
Oh, ouch.
I don't want
to. Well,
I'll tell you what, we'll do some janky things that benefit me. Go ahead and re-roll full attack again, and I'll give you a mulligan. That way you're not embarrassed.
I don't think that's how it works. However, none of those seem to confirm. It just seems to have done normal damage.
That is true. So I'll take 13 plus 15, another 28 damage.
All right, let me subtract that off for you because interface gives me a very handy little apply damage thing. How you looking there, Orion?
Orion is visibly hurt, but he is still strong.
Fantastic. And this lad right over here is ending his turn with that, looking triumphant that he has now crit you 3 times. At least rolled nat 20s against you 3 times. He feels very cocky, it looks like. Take that, blue pony! This is pretty much what you are hearing. Star Dancer. It's Ring Dancer's turn. Ring Dancer. Never change. I never change. I mean, definitely beat the shit out of him. Let's see, 2d6 plus 8 is a modifier. Let's see here. Bonk. First one misses, but the second one hits, and the third one misses. She does make contact. Woof, the one. She's more aiming on trying to get past his AC here than anything. Applies that bit of damage to him. Alrighty. Steady shoot.
It's time.
Hit E.
I attack it with my tack.
You attack things? That's not something you're supposed to do.
That looks like it.
How
confirmed.
do you want to do this, sir?
Well, I'm pretty much running up to it. I always do these really boring ways to kill things because Steady Shoot is so straightforward. So he's never like, I do something super epic. It's like, no. I basically come straight up and the axe just like he dodges out of the way of my attack directly into where his neck is, right where my axe is, and his head comes straight off.
Woo!
Decapitation!
Orion, give me a reflex save.
Reflex save, alright?
Yeah.
22.
You managed to catch the head.
Plump.
And combat ends.
Are you trying to catch the head?
Apparently.
You now have a head.
Orion.
You could choose to drop it if you'd like.
Look, no. You're supposed to quit while you have a head. Come on.
I guess it's time to stop.
Orion looks down at the head and he says aloud to the entire party, "You know, it's theorized that the head is still alive for a few seconds after severed from the body."
It sticks out its tongue at you.
That is incredibly morbid, and I didn't need to know that.
Not a way to get ahead in life.
Little
Ah,
spout.
but it's the way I get ahead in life.
You have entered this cavern that you need to let me explain before you start torching it.
Fine.
You enter this giant open room, opening up this very small, thin slice of cave that you managed to find your way through, wherein very larger than steady shoot levels of these mushrooms are sitting, growing, pulsing, almost humming, it seems, with their bioluminescence. The smell in here is probably related to that in some way. In here, more notably out of character than anything, seems to be a small, not really a small, a two-story home, it looks like, made of very finely crafted bricks underneath the mountain here.
Oh, it's lovely. Now, about those mushrooms.
Okay, now you can torch. You start torching. I don't need that damage roll.
We're back.
I-
Okay.
I didn't ask how big the room is. I said I cast fireball.
There's a difference, yo. All right.
I didn't ask how big the room is. I said I cast fireball.
No, keep that on, you fools.
I hope
Oh,
you don't
okay.
mind. I'm screenshotting that for my funny game quotes.
No, you're welcome, though. I totally ripped it off.
No. You get the credit for it.
No, he pulled that from a meme I posted a couple of days ago. It's good though.
Yep. I've seen that one before.
I mean, it seemed eminently appropriate for that moment. He's like, no, let me describe what it is before you say everything got fired.
So
I didn't ask how big this is.
I had found out.
No. Yeah. That's what's his blood. That's the guide to.
Is that JoJo?
Yeah. That's Joe Cat. That's Joe Cat. And
Joe
he's like,
Cat.
I didn't ask how big the room was. I said I cast fireball.
You
So anyway, I found out that protection from energy perfectly protects you from 2 of the same level fireballs.
Wait, I cast the spell. Looks. I roll
yes,
dice.
I do see the spell, and the mushroom
Like
is
mine.
being torched. Now, as it's being torched, it's letting out what seems to be another, like as if it's being like, it's releasing all of what spores it has in its final death throes before being torched. And I need a fortitude save from you because this
No,
is
I do more fire. More fire.
Oh, there. Yeah, you can do all the fire you want. This mushroom's like 3 times bigger than you are. There's a lot of spores to fire.
I hold my breath.
Yes, you can certainly hold your breath, but I'm still gonna need that fortitude save.
Damn it. Alright, I need... Oh, right, I gotta switch what tool I'm in. There we go. I did it, guys. Maybe. Ah, there's my sheet. Yeah, sheet. Ah, sheet.
You hold your breath. It's super effective. Yes, you made your save.
Yeah! Then I keep burning. Burn.
Until this
Can't
mushroom...
you just be water and then the spores won't affect you because you're not breathing?
I mean, I'm not actually water. I'm just very water-like.
And, unlike Smaug with being I am fire, I am death, it's I am water, I am death. Still somewhat of a delusion of its own.
I mean, I'm not water. I'm just a very fluidic pony. I'm a pony that can fit in the glass. Bloop.
You do that.
I mean, I'm going to, keep going up to each of them and setting them on fire.
Whoosh. Well, really quickly, I need to know what the party up here is doing post-combat.
Okay.
Orion.
I am like, well, maybe I owe a ring. Maybe I owe Little Spout an apology. Let's look over the bodies.
You start looking over the bodies. Which one are you looking over first?
The one right next to me.
One right next to you. You start rummaging. Rummage, rummage, rummage.
It's true. I do exactly that.
Now you find a couple different types of what looks to be gems. There seems to be some amber ones as well as some blue ones. And amongst the rubble between them, a small green one. But it just seems to be standard things that you might find on a gem null otherwise. You find another one of those cloaks upon his back.
Oh no, I've been dragged. I found myself.
And then you were going to rummage in the other one?
Yeah, let's do that too.
Objection! A cure moderate has to be at least 2d8 plus 3.
Oh, well, in that case.
You get one more point. Yay!
All right, and I believe I have 4 other Cure Serious Wound potions that I brewed up for myself, so those are plus 13. I'll start drinking them as I need them. Those are 3d8 plus 13.
Oh, man.
Forgot where that damage that I applied went. It went to me.
I'll probably need a couple more. And in the middle of this, Orion drops the bottle that he just got done drinking and starts grabbing at his head again. And he slowly looks over to Ring Dancer and then back down to the floor.
Where did Little Spout go?
She went through the crack in the wall.
I think we probably only saw her go and start burning the mushrooms and then walk through that. It's like, I think she's still burning mushrooms.
Oi, someone said crack! Come on!
She did it announce. Ooh, secret tunnel! Secret
Hold on!
tunnel! And then she went into the secret tunnel.
And then she disappeared.
Can't be going through little cracks without me, can't. Come on, I can fit. Look. Thumbtack is already just whoosh.
Let's see if we can. There's a lot more mushrooms here that we need to burn.
Little Spout's busy burning them. Burn, 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 burn.
Well, I mean, up here where we are, there are mushrooms.
Look, I only have so much time.
I know.
I also heard that there was looting being done on the second one earlier.
Yeah. I'm still rummaging through them to see if I can find anything that is I mean, obviously I'm taking the stuff they have, but I'm also trying to see it. I guess if there are notes, they probably don't have notes. These don't seem like the note taking.
You checked the first one. Yeah, you found what you found. The second one, however, aside from also having one of those cloaks, he seems to have what seems to be a very shiny key upon him.
Shiny key.
I mean, keys are almost as good as secret tunnels.
Almost.
Almost.
All right, Orion takes the shiny key.
You take the shiny key.
All right. I think we should catch up. I don't know if anyone is in immediate danger with these. We need to go though. We gotta hurry.
To save Little Spout. Okay, are these burnt? Do I not have to worry about these here?
Yeah, these were destroyed earlier completely.
Okay, if I can super squeeze, I will super squoze through I will double squeeze. Let's do it. but that also means I use up a round of my squeezing.
You're not just
course
squeezing, you're squishing.
Yes.
One sec.
Actually, I guess if I can only squeeze once and get through it, I will. But chances are good I have to.
I think I have a spell for this.
The wall is impassable.
Oh, is it too small for your? Well, give me a strength check.
Oh, hold on.
I mean, that doesn't mean that it's actually that accurate. And Little Spout just went wee.
Yeah, honestly, it's kind of funny.
I've been rolling garbage all night.
I was sure I had a spell for this. Where did it go?
It's the third one I've rolled tonight.
Well, if you were going to roll one on something, this is a pretty safe one to roll one on.
Yeah.
All you did was fail to do a thing, and it wasn't even like in combat or killing you. Your penalty is having to try again.
Yes, Orion is nearly panicking trying to get through this wall. Like, he is very eager to catch up to Little Spout.
This is why you rolled a 1. You gotta calm down, man.
I hear a steady shoot's also rolling strength.
Yes, let's do it. Oh my God.
Little Spout, did you
one?
get her in front of the door? Because we can't seem to get in.
I'm just gonna pull out my spell book and re-prepare a spell.
Ring dancer is putting a hoof right up. Like, she comes up to you, she puts a hoof right up to your spellbook, says, no. This is kind of funny. She's like watching.
Well, yeah, in danger.
Steady shoot is possibly stuck. Like.
All right. Well, you don't have to, do that thing that you do. And she waves at your spell. Pretty sure I just punched through this wall. I don't know why they haven't.
Orion tries again. 15 or 19 strength.
The wall starts to shift a little bit more.
You're a shifter.
You're a shifty character, is what you are.
Spell. Mother's a shifty
and
character.
Ring dancer just kind of like looks over.
Saint.
It's just funny sometimes. She smiles. Besides, you're scary with those spells. And she shakes her head. All right.
Is there enough crack for Orion to get through? Oh, hey. There's enough of a crack for the game to freeze. That's a start.
Base?
I mean, that's practically there. You did it.
Come on! What's taking you so long? Come on! Look! It's easy! And Thumbtack's just flying around in circles. Circle.
Waiting for the server to catch back up.
And he seems to be following a small trail of fire. Presumably Little Spout.
Okay. Let's see. Is this Ash over here?
What's that? Oh yeah. That is notably Ash in every conceivable way.
Okay. Then Orion is going to kind of run in between Steady Shoot's legs. He's running, trying to find the way to Little Spout. He seems to become more and more panicky the longer this goes on. He can't find the way out.
You hear Thumbtack's voice. You hear Thumbtack's voice coming from the way that you're going. Come on! It seems to be a very flamey path going in the way that you're going right now.
Is there another wall he needs to push through, or can he just walk through this?
You can walk through these ones.
Okay.
If you can't walk through them, you'll know.
Yeah, Ryan keeps pushing forward. He's trotting, almost running. Okay, now there's another wall.
Oi!
Ryan's
Come on! And yeah, you have to push through this one. This is a very small crack.
Can I squeeze through it, or do I have to actually strength push through it?
Oh, this is like boulders in the way. The Little Spout just like watered her way through this.
Oh, I see.
Hold on, let me help. I can do it, I swear. Redeem myself.
Should we go after them or something?
We are going after them.
No, this is a ring dancer talking to Star Dancer.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna continue to try and push them away. All right, with an 11, I don't get stuck. I just probably don't succeed.
Are you able to move?
Good job.
What?
Are you able to move yourself?
I mean, I'm sure that I'm able to move myself because I didn't get stuck.
This is true.
I'm waiting for the page to reload.
You know, Ryan is
Oh,
scrambling.
in character, I can move myself. Out of character, yes, I can actually move myself through these little cracks. So
Okay, so we can just move right through this now.
Yep. Ring dancer just did. They kind of forced their way through. If you can't move into this tunnel after Steady Shoot's been in it, there's a problem.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. I can't. Okay, I did it. I got through.
And Steady, as you catch up, Orion is scrambling to try to pull these boulders
Okay,
away.
I can't actually get through this. The attempted token movement collides with at least one wall.
Am I muted? I feel like I'm getting talked over.
Sorry, I am talking over you.
Okay, just making sure.
Sorry.
Wow. As long as we're being clear.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
All right.
Might as well be honest.
You were talking about moving boulders?
He's trying. He's rolled a 9 and an 8 so far.
Not doing his best. Pushpin is being a little cheerleader. Come
What are you
on.
talking about? That was my best.
Steady Shoot, are you able to move on?
I am literally unable to move forward technological wise. The attempted token movement collides with one wall, attempting to move over there. Okay.
There you go.
Thank you.
Okay. Orion's going to try again to move these boulders. 16.
Still a bit tough.
Do I at least get one boulder?
You get one small one, yeah. It's not gonna like make the crack any bigger. Yes, Little Spout, just as you are gearing up to go blast the second mushroom, you do hear from behind a tiny little thumbtack, or pushpin rather, cheering on somebody about boulders, and also...
Oh, I mean, I meant that to be perfectly in character.
Oh!
Do I hear slow friends? I'm still burning things in here.
And all that's being seen and heard from Orion is just heavy breathing, panicking, trying to get these rocks out of the way. He is becoming frantic at this point.
Steady Shoot and Orion are the ones kind of heading up the charge. Nobody can really go ahead of you guys. What are y'all doing?
Have I succeeded at burning this as they're struggling?
I can't be in two places on the map at the same time, so give me 1 second. Yes.
All right, Orion's going to roll another strength check. 8 again.
You know, Ryan, you should really just let Steady Shoot handle that, or anybody else, really.
Yeah, Orion's hooves are just basically gliding across the front of these boulders, so Orion's reluctantly going to step back underneath Steady Shoot and let him take point.
So shape. Shape a hole in the stone.
You just okay, yeah, you just straight up just make a hole in here.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's fair. And Ring Dancer's eyebrows kind of notably raise up as she goes, "See what I mean?" Like.
Yeah, we're done. We're done with that. Let's just go.
I need to delete all these like little wall segments really quick. Hold on.
Oh wow.
Okay.
There we go. The walls are open.
This is all burned. This is burned.
Mm-hmm.
How did it get burned?
It's a mystery. We'll never find. Oh wait, no. Little Spout is literally shooting fire at the next patch.
Now as you guys enter this area, like I have explained to Little Spout, there seems to be a 2-floor house just built here. Very finely made stone, almost secreted away.
I wonder if this is where the mushrooms came from.
Not burn.
This is starting to get laggy for me. Okay, hold on.
The burning shall double.
Burning shall double. Steady shoot. What are you doing?
Trying to move forward through the lag.
Go
on the
for it.
computer. Okay, here we go. That's a big mushroom. Oh Jesus!
I already burned it.
Yay! It got burned.
This
How
is
did
also
it-
burned. This is burning.
Great. Yeah, I go to Orion, who is panicking.
Ryan does seem to be in a bit of a panic.
I do the calm thing. It's gentle. It's, you all right? Possibly moving. Possibly the physical contact if he doesn't lose his mind if I try it. I would probably know from last time whether or not attempting to nudge him would cause him to lose his mind or not.
You're singing the burning song. Ring Dancer walks in and kind of avoids these mushrooms a little bit. I mean, they're cinders, but she still kind of avoids it. Little spout. Very warm bird. That's such a creepy but very thematic thing, as Short Hopes I feel would say.
Wow.
Fires in her eyes.
Orion is squinting really hard. He appears to be in pain. Steady Shoot speaking softly to Orion doesn't seem to get a reaction, but the moment you touch him, he would fly off and start sprinting down in this direction, looking left and right, up and down. Are there any open windows going into the building?
You're looking for any open windows, but the concrete is solid. Or the brick is solid.
Which of these have not been burned?
The one way up to the north.
Yep.
At least.
The biggest one.
See. Also, is this finished burning? The thing I'm burning?
Yes.
Hooray! Which of course means Little Spout is now approaching.
The big one.
Yeah.
Okay, well, to start off with, I'm going to fireball.
Wait, no, that was my turn.
You got the other ones.
Aw, she said.
You can continue burning it, though. I don't care.
Oh, okay. And the burning continues.
Whoosh. How much damage are you doing?
But the question every Nicolas Cage needs to know is, how did it get burned?
I need to get a little closer.
Alright, now where are you? You are right
Please.
here. Little Spout, I need another fortitude save.
Oh no!
No! I thought fireball would, catch the spores.
Oh yes, Little Spout is still in range.
See how it is. I'm busy throwing fire at it.
And you're fine. You just hold your breath again. Ryan, what are you doing?
Does the roof of this house go all the way up to the ceiling?
In essence, but it's not built into the ceiling. The top of the second story kind of tapers off, right where the stalagmites might scrape the top.
Okay, Orion is coming up to the walls, going back over to this side of the cave wall. He is looking left, right, up and down, trying to think where an entrance to this house would be. And he's muttering to himself, "It's familiar. This is all real. No. He's just muttering to himself, saying that as he's moving forward. And he sees Star Dancer over there briefly, pauses, and he kind of gets a 1,000-yard stare, but then he keeps looking up and down, left and right. And then he sees a light source coming from this side of the building where the mushrooms are.
Oh dear, I do not want to move into. I am too big to fit through this area without moving into the mushroom zone.
The mushroom zone is very torched. The mushroom zone is just a really funny thing to say. I'm sorry.
The mushroom zone.
No, that's the worst zone.
Does the mushroom zone need to be torched again?
Now, ignoring
it's an accurate description.
Ignoring the trees and the very finely paved pavement. Here.
It currently
Front of
says
the
it's
house.
loading.
Now, in light of some of our other players and the fact that this is a whole adventure of its own, this is the door you guys come up to as you guys approach this point, and then we'll leave it off there for next time.
Fascinating. Okay.
Fascinating.
What do you find? It could be anything. It could even be another door.
All right, find out next time on Tell 'em Back. Say bye bye.